Hey, hi, hello everyone. It's Samantha here of Samantha Sutherland Art and Books, where I like to talk about art, I like to talk about books, art books, and books in general. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you've been here for a while, welcome back. To those of you who are new subscribers, it's lovely to have you here, and thank you so much for joining me on my little corner of YouTube land. This is just a really quick video. I wanted to make it because of a couple of things. For those of you who've been here for a while, you will know that I have been reading Miss Pettigrew Lives for a Day. I've been reading it since September, and yeah, I haven't finished it yet. I aim to finish it, hopefully, in a few days because I actually really feel like wanting to read tonight. So I've got 180 pages left. I mean, it looks like I've got quite a lot left, but literally there's only 180 pages left. And I'm looking forward to finishing it because I'm Miss Pettigrew. I'm pretty sure I see Miss Pettigrew, myself in Miss Pettigrew a little bit. She's a lot of fun, and she's, it's been a great read so far. And I can see why this is Lil Vintage World's favourite book, because it is very funny. I'm really enjoying it and I can't wait to finish it. Also, the main reason I popped on is because I have a little haul. Now, I might not be able to show it next week. I'm not sure because I've got a busy week next week. I'm not sure when I'm next going to get round to doing this, but I have put these on Instagram. I went to Lyme Hall in Stockport today. I still really want to read this particular book, this beautiful book, which is a Japanese to English translation of Days at the Morisaki Bookshop. And then I want to read the coffee shop one that I've had since last year as well, which is another Japanese to English translation, and I forgot the name of the book because I'm me. So yeah, basically I was going to read these two books, or those two books. However, I went to Lyme Hall this afternoon with my daughter and my husband. We've got a National Trust membership, so we hopped on down there to have a look around. We were there for quite a while, and last year when I was looking at things to do and we were thinking of going to Lyme Hall, I found out they had a used bookshop. So me being me, that's one of the main reasons I wanted to go, not to look at the old house and the grounds, but the bookshop. I did love the house as well, which reminds me, if you have mobility issues, the obviously upstairs is, I don't think in any way accessible for anybody in a wheelchair or a scooter, unfortunately. But if you have mobility issues where you're able to walk around the house, they are very helpful at helping you to get around the house should you need it, or if even just getting into the house, they can give you a non-step way to get into the house. And they were fantastic. The staff there were there on hand to explain how the best way to go around the house was. And also there's a good bit of downstairs, and there's the courtyard, and there's the park as well, which Lyme Hall is very well known for. But I had a very enjoyable trip there, and then I found the bookshop, and I had to get this book. I didn't even bother reading the back. I'm like, yes, I'm having that. And the book is called Dying in the Wool, a Kate Shackleton mystery. Basically, a mill owner has gone missing, a Mr. Joshua Braithwaite, and it's in dramatic circumstances apparently, and his daughter is getting married, and she wants her dad there, as most daughters do when she gets married, but she doesn't know if he's run off with his mistress or he's been murdered for his wealth. So Kate Shackleton, who apparently is an amateur sleuth extraordinaire, absolutely loves puzzles, and she puts her puzzle hat on to see if she can find out what has happened to the said Joshua Braithwaite. This was written by Frances Brodie, and yeah, it just, I just saw the title Dying in the Wool, and I was like, I have to have this. Didn't bother reading it. I thought it's going to be good. It's got the wool in the title. And also I found a couple of other books. This one is by Louis de Bernier. I'm really sorry if I just butchered a lovely Frenchman's name. This one's called Notwithstanding, and I got this far, and I can probably see why. I did read the blurb, I just got, this is as far as I got, then I was giggling, and I thought, yes, this book's coming home with me. Welcome to the village of Notwithstanding, where a lady dresses in +4s and shoots squirrels. A retired general gives up wearing clothes altogether. A spiritualist lives in a cottage with the ghost of her husband, and people think it quite natural to confide in a spider that lives in a potting shed. Based on de Berniere's recollections of the village he grew up in, Notwithstanding is a funny, astute, and moving depiction of a charming vanished England. So yes, this is set in Yorkshire. That's one of the other reasons I wanted it. As soon as I saw Take One Quiet Yorkshire Village, I was already sold. I like anything set in Yorkshire or the countryside. And yeah, this just sounded really funny. I got to the point where it says, and shoots squirrels, and I just started giggling. And then retired general gives up wearing clothes altogether. I started laughing. I think I may have got a few funny looks as well. So they're the two books I bought today, as well as Cloth and Comfort, Pieces of Women's Lives from Their Quilts and Diaries. This is probably best suited to my other channel, because I actually have a crafting channel where I talk about stitching, sewing, knitting, patchworking, the sort of thing that this book covers. So yeah, it's a lovely book full of quotes and information about fabrics and how fabrics were created and things. So yeah, this is going to be a really lovely book to flick through. Why looks like why thimbles were worn and things, and yeah, I will link my other channel underneath, and also anything these books, if I can find them elsewhere, I'll link them. Probably World of Books might have them. I love World of Books. You buy 3 books and you get the 4th one for free. That's how I got many of my books that are started in my library cart and ended up in a box for now, because there's nowhere to put them until I get the spare room sorted out. So hoping over the next few weeks to continue working on the spare room to get a really nice bookcase. I'm looking for a very specific bookcase. I'm hoping for a nice big wooden one that I can put in the spare room, that I can put all of my lovely books in. There will be a big art section because I've got loads of art books. So I might need 2 bookcases. We'll see. But yes, I'm hoping to finish reading this book in the next few days, hopefully. Fatigue will kick in at some point, so hopefully not as bad as it has been. I really have been in a bit of a reading slump, I have to admit, which is a shame, because it's such an easy to read book because of the typeface. That's the typeface, and yeah, it's just a very enjoyable book. It's lovely. Also on my other channel, I started reading a book that I want to talk about on that channel, and they're going to be mainly books about crafts and knitting, because at the moment I started reading Knitlandia, so I'm kind of reading that and this at the same time, but I've not read much more of Knitlandia, to be honest. I think I read like 6 pages whilst I was waiting for a hospital appointment to look at my elbow, which seems to be a lot easier now. So that's really about it for now. I've been watching Emma's YouTube channel, and I have been watching beardmeatsfood again, and I've been watching a lot of craft channels. So, oh, and I've also been watching Melanie Chadwick and Kriksis for art, sorry, and Mel Chadwick. Yeah, I've been watching all 3 of them. They're 3 I tend to usually gravitate towards. Mel Chadwick, Natasha Newton, and Kriksis. And for art, so yes, I will link them below. Kriksis has just done a lovely video about preparing to do her book on her. She's wanting to publish a book on birds using her art, and Mel Chadwick has been having a good wander about, and so has yeah. I can't think my brain's shut down because it's yeah, it's late now for me anyway. Especially as I've been out today on having a good old wander about at Lyme Hall. Did I mention it was used for the awakening? Not the inside, obviously, because the inside's quite beautiful. I might have a look. I'm going to Google what the actual the school was used as, because obviously the outside of Lyme Hall and the surrounding fields, and I think it's called the Keep, that was used in the film, and the pond. And I think no, I don't think the kitchen was. Maybe it was. Did we see a kitchen? I don't know. And also it was used in the 1990s version of Pride and Prejudice with Colin Firth diving into the pond, making many women swoon. I'm going to introduce my daughter to that. She's a bit of a history nerd. She likes the Tudor period and the medieval period, so I'm going to introduce her to things like Jane Austen and things like Pride and Prejudice as well, because I think she'll be quite impressed. Well, she did seem quite impressed that they used Lyme Hall in the series. So I'm going to say goodbye for now. Stay safe, stay cozy, happy reading, and I will see you all again very soon. I will link the information below, and also have I bought any more books? No, I actually haven't bought any more books except for the art books I showed you in the last video. So I will see you soon, and remember, happy reading, and have a great rest of your week, whether you are on half term or you are just dealing with the week in general. I'll see you all later. Thank you very much for spending this little bit of time with me, and as always, you can find me on YouTube, on Instagram, and on Goodreads. So good reading to you. I will see you later. Bye bye.